I don't know how to say this, but I'm going to say it anywhere. And it's something that a mindset coach should never say, apparently. I'm addicted to the comfort zone. And the bad news is, you probably are too. Congratulations, you are a human being. We're at that time of year where people don't know what to do. Do I eat more food? Do I do more socializing, but I'm probably burnt out from that? Do I start my New Year's resolutions early? Do I work? Do I get a head start on the new year? And it's really a time for reflection, but also a time to create some beautiful things, to create new opportunities, to create growth in your business. But the sad reality is that there's a pattern to humanity, and it comes as a result of the way the human mind works. We know that by the end of January, 80% of people will have given up on their hopes, dreams, and ambitions for 2024. We know that they'll fall back into the same old patterns, creating the same shitty ass results. And the reason they do this is because they don't create structure in their lives. Now, what do I mean by structure? I think it'll help if I ask you a couple of questions so you can see the gaps for yourself. Do you have a process to consistently generate revenue into your business? I mean, a mapped out process that you can do over and over and over again that's going to generate you super hot leads into your business, which is going to create opportunities and a way to actually close those opportunities into paying customers or paying clients. If the answer is no, then there's your first breakdown. There's your first opportunity. Do you have a process right now to make sure that you can get yourself to do the things you need to do, even when you don't feel like doing it, even when it's uncomfortable? Do you have a process that forces you to stretch and become more and grow? And this can look like many things, can look like a coach, can look like a mentor, an accountability buddy, a community of some kind, or some other way. I don't care how you do it. Just ask yourself those questions. If you don't have those in place, then here's what's going to happen. You're going to find yourself on the revenue roller coaster. Because if you don't have a way to generate money, well, guess what? Or you have a scattered approach to generating money, one way that you're just winging it and hoping and praying that a new client or customer is going to land at your door, that's the types of results you're going to get. Second of all, if you do not have someone who can stretch you and get yourself to do the things that you need to do, the human mind by nature is programmed for survival, doing the thing that's comfortable and safe. So what's going to happen is this. Have you ever found yourself in a situation where you've been pushing and pushing and pushing and you've started to get some results or in one area of your life, but it's all got a little bit too much? You've got a little bit overwhelmed. It's got a little bit uncomfortable. I've never been here before. And then naturally, you've got a little bit scared. You start to doubt yourself and you've kind of stopped. You've just put the brakes on and you've kind of gone back to doing what is comfortable, what is easy. And we see this in business all the time. That's why people spend way too much time on websites, beautiful graphics, doing all the things that don't generate revenue. It's just them doing the thing that's comfortable, not the thing that's going to get them to get results. So here's the way you want to think about it. Your mind is like an elastic band. What's going to happen is you're going to try and push yourself in 2024. You're going to rely on willpower. You're going to try and stretch yourself. But if you don't have the people in place or the structure in place, what's going to happen is when things get too hard, when things get too uncomfortable, when the tension in pursuit of your goal and the thing you want to create is too great, there's so much adversity, naturally your mind is going to want to snap back into the old pattern, into the old habits, and the old habits will create the same habitual results that you're probably creating right now and in your life and in your business. So what you need to be able to do is create structure in your life, like I said, with a mentor, coach, accountability, create so much tension in your life that elastic band gets to the point of breaking point and you snap through, you break through that elastic band to that next level. Now, the bad news is that when you reach that next level, you're going to want to sit and be comfortable. But life will present us with people, situations, and circumstances that will force us to grow if we spend too much time in our comfort zone. So as you go to that next level, you're going to need to stretch yourself again. And I promise you, your mind is going to want you to stay safe and do what's easy, do what's comfortable. And it's going to say things like, oh, you're already doing a lot right now. Don't overcommit yourself. You probably don't have enough time for this. And you can argue with that. I just know that most people don't achieve their results is because they don't stretch themselves. They're not growing. And you are capable of way more than you can possibly even imagine if you have the structure in place in order to facilitate that. So as you think about your 2024 goals, you think about how you're going to create it, you have to make sure you have a process for generating revenue and you have a process to make sure you can get yourself to do the things you need to do. And this is what I work with in my clients in the Unstoppable Entrepreneur Program. If you want to chat about that, just respond to this email. If it's not me, I don't care how you do it. You just need to create a process. And the sooner you start to take this on board, the more likely you're going to be to break the old habitual patterns and start to create the business, the life, and the freedom that you ultimately want to create in your business. I hope you've enjoyed this one, and I'll speak to you soon.